The video game industry continues to grow every year, and with it, more money and more opportunities.
You know, my mom always used to tell me video games aren't going to get you anywhere. Well, now I'm employed by a video game company, and also like these pro gamers are getting paid to play video games. So I think the culture's changing where it's now taken more seriously.
Right now, players in the States are making $250,000 just to play. And essentially, we want to get to the point where it is in Asia, where it's just ridiculous. The pro players are treated like celebrities, so.
Started in PC and it's moved to console thanks to MLG and MLG Canada. There's no reason why people can't watch video gaming on TV. It's huge.
Founded in 2002, MLG, Major League Gaming, hosts tournaments in the United States and Canada. Gamers from around the world compete in team tournaments where first place can net you $100,000.
We are the leading professional gaming league, so we are like a cross between NASCAR and the World Series of Poker. It's professional gaming at the highest level.
Gamers trying to make a name and a living for themselves know these tournaments are where a career begins.
Yeah, once I did very well in my very first tournament, I knew that I could make something out of this.
Like, there's a lot of new faces and new talent coming into the season every year. Like this year there was this guy named Snipe Down. He basically went from being a nobody to climbing to 7th his first tournament to first to first to first.
With increasing demand from gamers to find venues to prove their worth, MLG isn't the only game in town.
Well, PGL stands for Pro Gaming League, and it's a gaming league based out of basically gamer opinion. Rule changes, rule settings, everything like that. It's all made by the gamers. We just come here and put on all these events for these guys, and then we give away cash.
This past summer, Amp Energy Drink launched a Canadian coast-to-coast gaming tour, and the pro gaming team north of 49 was the center of attention.
Now that Amp Energy has actually taken it upon them and sponsored us, it's amazing. I never would have been able to do this if it wasn't for Amp Energy.
Well, the Amp Your Game Tour is a cross-Canada tour. It's Canada's largest gaming tour, hitting up 9 cities over the course of 9 weeks.
Basically what we're doing is we're traveling across Canada looking for a 4th member of our team.
Halo 3 tournaments were held at each stop along the Amp Your Game Tour, and 4 finalists in each city were selected to be in the running for the coveted 4th spot on the North of 49 Pro team. For gamers all across Canada, it was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
I saw it actually a Blockbuster, a poster, and when it arose, I said, why not go to one of these, I mean, getting paid to play video games, that's every guy's dream. I mean, couldn't ask for anything more.
I can't believe some of the prize money that those guys get to go home with. Next, Donna's going to take a closer look at Canadian team north of 49 to find out what it's really like to be a pro gamer and about the responsibilities that go along with it.
The road to becoming a pro gamer starts in your first competitive tournament. For the members of the North of 49 Pro team, this is no exception.
I think it was right after high school. I was done all competitive sports, and I decided to go to a video game tournament. I ended up coming 3rd overall in Canada, and I thought, hey, maybe I'll pursue this.
I went to a wave pool, came first in Ottawa, and then they sent me out to Wonderland to compete against everybody across the nation.
I kind of knew I was born a pro gamer.
Yes, there's a lot of fun to be had being a pro gamer. But just like any other profession, making a living playing video games has its responsibilities.
We have an online management project space. They have to log onto the system and track their time. Okay, so they spend an hour of physical training. They have to log that. Then they spend another hour going over video, going over strategies and looking over other team strategies. And then they do their hour battle rifle practice. Then they go on matchmaking, and they're matchmaking with other teams. Then they'll do a LAN, and that's when it replicates to pure live competitive experience.
Being on a pro gaming team has a lot in common with other competitive team sports. Team members' personalities are just as important as the skills they bring to the table.
I'm almost like a father figure to these guys, so I got to make sure that everyone's on the same page. We're here to practice, get better, and be the best team possible, and we can't handle and deal with immature activities, I guess. So,
if you notice, all the top teams that are out there, they've been together for 2 years, 1 year, 3 years. So you need to stay with that team and keep practicing with that team to build that chemistry.
Coping with the crowd, when they're behind you, man, you can get really into it because everybody's cheering your name. But also at times you can have the crowd against you. So I mean, you got to learn how to cope with that. The noise factor, you're not able to hear back and forth between people. If you lose one tournament, it's not a big deal. You just keep working at it, and eventually you'll get there.
The only way a gamer can gain the valuable pro tournament experience is to participate in one. Last summer, Amp Energy Drink put on a Canada-wide 9-city tour, giving more Canadian gamers than ever a chance to show off their gaming skills in a tournament setting.
I was a participant in the Amp Your Game Tour. I mean, it was awesome. Amp Energy set up this huge thing for all gamers to go to.
What made the Amp Your Game Tour even more exciting was that the members of North of 49 were there to scout the top finishers at each stop and ultimately choose their fourth member from among the participants.
Well, basically what we've been doing for the past 2 months is we've been looking for a fourth member. That's basically the completion of our team, which qualifies to play in MLG.
We're looking for dedication, communication. We're looking for the ability to work well with others. They'll be traveling with us around the world, across the country. We'll be staying together and maybe even moving into the same house. So
I can't wait to find that fourth player and then go to these events and see how we do.